Welcome back to CryptoZombies, Lesson 1, Chapter 12, Putting It Together. We're close to being done with our random zombie generator. Let's create a public function that ties everything together. We're going to create a public function that takes an input, the zombie's name, and uses the name to create a zombie with random DNA. Let's put it to the test. So create a public function named createRandomZombie. It will take one parameter named name, a string. Note, declare this function public just as you declared previous functions private. First line of the function should run the generateRandomDna function on name and store it in a uint named randDna. The second line should run the createZombie function and pass it name and randDna. The solution should be 4 lines of code, including the closing bracket of the function, the closing curly brace of the function. That seems easy enough. We go here and we're going to first say function create random zombie, and it says right here that it's going to have a parameter named name, which is a string. So string and then underscore name. We're going to make this public, and then we have our opening curly brace, and then the first line within the function, it does say the first line should run generateRandomDna on name and store it in a uint. Uint randDna is assigned generateRandomDna, and it's going to take name, whatever name is passed in. So this would run the generateRandomDna function that we passed in a string, which is going to be whatever name is, and then it's going to give us a random number using that catcheck function. So randDna will have a random DNA based on the name that was provided in, and then that hash function that randomizes that string. Under that, second line should run createZombie. So createZombie. We know createZombie here takes in 2 parameters. Here it tells us pass it name and randDna. So we're going to pass in name and randDna, and then our semicolon. So that should be, the solution should be 4 lines. Let's not forget, oh, it's already there. So the solution's 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. We did create our random zombie. Let's check the answer, and we did pass. So we did great. We put all the stuff we've learned together, and we created a random zombie. Takes in a name. It converts that name into a random DNA based on the name provided, and then this catcheck hashing function, then it gets stored, and then later we use it to create a zombie, and we pass in the name and that randDna that was created for us. That's it for this lesson. Like, share, subscribe if you found this helpful. The important thing to take from this is basically all the other stuff that we learned in the other ones. If you haven't seen them, check them out. There's a link in the beginning of this video, and I'll see you in the next lesson.